Okay. Okay, restart. Okay. Small town farm boy from Kentucky. We weren't famous for anything other than a battle when the Morgan's Raiders tried to take over Cynthiana, and we beat them. And then I moved away, and then this new factory sort of started up in Cynthiana, do a little yellow posted project in the 70s, and guess where 95% of all the Post-its in the entire United States are made? Right, that little town. And then in the 1990s, late 90s and early 200s, some guy made a comic book, a new one, called The Walking Dead. He's from Cynthiana. Strange town I live in. And of course, how are we going to commemorate it? We have a big mural in a bunch of buildings downtown Cynthiana. Anyway, what's my why? Just like almost everybody else in here, family. Family's always been the reason why we do things. I do have 2 fur kids and an RV toy that I like to play around with. But also, my first 37 years in uniform, it was for my country. And I've always been very patriotic and liked honoring our troops and our airmen. Was fortunate enough to go to the Air Force Academy. For a farm boy from Kentucky, that was pretty tough. Yes, I was on academic probation 4 out of 8 semesters. But I made 2 stars, so what the hell. I was a navigator bombardier on B-52s back in the days of Strategic Air Command. I was an instructor on a T-43. It's also what I trained on. It's a 737. And then I was also C-130s. I've been to some unique places that some people like to go to. Hawaii. Some good stories out there. I had 4 tours of the Pentagon, and yes, I was in the Pentagon during 9/11. And that's another story to itself. I deployed in support of operations in Korea numerous times, and I have been to the DMZ, and that's another interesting war story. And I deployed to the desert during the second Gulf War, and I was responsible for all the mobility forces, which are basically C-130s, C-5s, cargo airplanes, big and small, passengers and cargo, and air refueling. And I was awarded the Bronze Star, which is pretty interesting, once again, as a navigator. A lot of people go to the Antarctic on cruise ships. Very few people get to go to the South Pole. And we were supporting the National Science Foundation, and I was responsible for the C-130 support to take the scientists down there. Currently today, I have 2 businesses. I still do defense consulting with companies like Boeing and Lockheed Martin and Raytheon. When they call, just like they called this morning, I have to be someplace next week. But then I also have my own business, which I help telecom, merchant services, and small package shipping as a consultant. I'm also a member of the Knights of Columbus. I do lots of charity work. And I'm a member of the Carefree Cave Creek Chamber. Schooley Mitchell, largest independent telecommunications, merchant services, and small package shipping consulting company in North America. And North America is really defined as Canada and the United States, because all that stuff is regulated down in Mexico by the government. 130 locations. We have we have 17,000 clients. It's about 130 locations around the United States and Canada. Most of them have more hair than I do, and we've saved our clients over $260 million over that 15 years. We do all the work. Free audit, free market survey, free written report. We have specialized tools to do that. No upfront cost. Also, if I come back and say I can't save you money, you owe me no fee. So why don't you do it? We're totally independent. We have no financial ties to any vendor. We work exclusively for our clients. So why not? I mean, really, why not? Great referral candidates. Basically, this thing's got there we go. Any office has got 6 or more phones and internet, 6 or more mobile phones with a data package, or $750 a month small package shipping expenses, I can help. That's just a list of offices. It's anybody who has those types of things, either in a single or multiple locations. I am the Robin Hood. It's fun giving me back. And I know I got 4 minutes left. It was an honor and privilege to serve our country. And I'll just open the floor to questions, because I'm short, sweet, and to the point. Yes, ma'am.
So how many phone, what would make sense business-wise? How many phone lines would it make sense for you to come and look at? So if this is a single operator, I just have a cell phone.
No.
I'm not your client.
No, you're not.
How many lines would it take?
6. It says 6. And it's on that piece of paper in front of you, too. I love you, Adrian.
I guess one good question would be, is it 6 phone lines or 6 phones?
6 line. Does it say? Yeah, it should be phone lines.
I guess that was more, yeah. Mobile.
So,
What are you doing with a small package shipping now? It's something new that you guys are doing. Are you consolidating?
sure. What happens is, if you take a package, and this is what we did on our beta test, if you take a package to a UPS store, a FedEx store, or a DHL, you'll get 3 different prices in all likelihood. And we did. We took that same package back to that same UPS store, DHL, and FedEx on multiple times during days and weeks, and got different prices from them also. So they have a bunch of different rates. Usually the technician who's handling it is an entry-level employee, and they pull up whatever they can. So there's lots of different fees associated with the different rates.
So do you negotiate with just one company, or do you negotiate with all 3 of them?
All of them. So
So, help me out here. So if as an individual, you're not going to deal with individuals. You're going to deal with companies who are actually sending things out. Is that what I understand?
no, I deal with, well, if an individual has their own business and they ship a bunch of packages, I can deal with the individual.
Okay, so is there a minimum?
$700 a month.
Okay, so, no, but I mean, okay, so it's dollars.
Yes.
It's dollar amount.
Yes.
What percentage of your customers don't wind up switching but saving money?
75% of our customers do not switch their vendors and still save money. Maybe not the most money, but they don't have to switch. Yes?
Do you have a preferred way to be introduced to a client?
Yeah, either email or coffee or whatever. I have no really preferred way, as long as they answer an email or telephone call or whatever. I get lots of referrals, and people never reply back because all I have is an email address.
Rick,
Yes?
if someone is already using a shipper that comes to their location, rather than them taking the packages out on a daily basis, is that still somewhere you think you can help?
Yes. Because once again, you're you think you're on a fixed schedule, and you probably are, but there's ways of reducing that bill, those expenses. Okay. 45 seconds.
What's your favorite beach in Hawaii?
Favorite beach in Hawaii? Bellows Air Force Station. Bluest water. Not very many people can go to it, and it's great. No,
That would mean you could go.
you can't go to that one, but you can go right next to it. There's a state park right next door.
Right next to Bellows.
Yes. So anyway, if you want a one-to-one, I'd be more than happy to do it. If you want to listen to war stories, I got a lot of war stories. Trust me, I have lots of interesting war stories. So once again, thank you very much.